Good day, class. Our lesson for today is entitled The Self from the Psychological Perspective. At the end of this module, you will be able to differentiate the different provinces of the human psyche, discuss the different levels of psychosexual stages, compare and contrast the different Ericksonian psychosocial stages, and differentiate ideal self from real self. So, umpisan natin with Sigmund Freud, the psychoanalytic theory of self. So, si Sigmund Freud, class, he is an Austrian neurologist by which his theories are deterministic in nature. So, he is the originator of psychoanalysis and focuses on the individual's abnormal functioning. So Sigmund Freud asserts that the human psyche or personality is structured into three parts. Number one is the id, two, ego, and the third one is the super ego. So meron tayong tatlong parts of personality. Number one is id or internal desires. Ito din yung tinatawag nating internal drives or instinctive drives. It is consists of the body's primitive biological drives and urges which are concerned only with achieving pleasure and self-satisfaction. Ang id class lives completely in unconscious. So, ang id, again, it is the basic instinct, yung seeking pleasure, avoiding pain, and suffering, or achieving pleasure and self-satisfaction. Kumbaga, wala kang pake, basta ma-achieve mo lang, mag-gratify lang yung self mo, masatisfy lang yung self mo, or ma-achieve mo lang yung pleasure na gusto ng self mo, for example. So again, ang id is, ito yung tinatawag nating pleasure principle in our unconscious, the part of our mind that we are not aware of. So yan ang id. Ang ego naman, this is what we call reality, or it is the I part of the individual that gives him or her the sense of his or her own identity. The ego is the rational part of the personality. So, ang ego means class, ito yung reality principle. Mostly in the conscious, we are aware of it, ibig sabihin, or partly unconscious. Yan ang ego. Again, it is all about reality principle. Next is yung super ego naman, ito yung tungkol sa moral principle, or it is the part of the personality concerned with morals, precepts, standards, and ideas. Okay? The superego is also the critical faculty of the personality. Ito yung conscience, kumbaga. Okay? Next is, again, if we say superego, ito yung ego ideal. What and how we want to be. Ayan, yung tatlong parts of personality. So, ito yung kanilang level. Ito yung level ng tatlong parts of our personality. Id is again the unconscious level. Andyan yung basic impulses, yung sex, mostly sex and aggression. Yung seeking immediate gratification. Irrational and impulsive. Yan yung unconscious level ng personality natin. Number 2 is yung superego or the preconscious level. Andyan yung ideals, moral striving for perfection. Yan. In the conscious level, we have ego. Ibig sabihin, executive mediating, pumapagitna between ID impulses and superego inhibitions. Of course, we have Freudian stages of psychosexual development. So una dyan yung ating mouth or oral stage from birth to the end of the first year. The mouth becomes part of the body, through which gratification is secured sa mga baby or sa mga infant, di ba? Pangalawang stage ng psychosexual development is anal or yung expulsive phase. Mula edad 2 hanggang 3. The child derives the feelings of pleasure or pain sa pagdudumi, or it covers the toilet training period. Next naman is yung phallic stage. Ang phallic stage is from the age of 3 to 6 years old. Yung isang bata nagiging curious about yung kanyang mga genitals, yung masiselang part ng kanyang katawan, and becomes attached to the parent of the opposite sex. So, ibig sabihin, kapag yung isang batang lalaki ay na-attach or na-attract sa kanyang nanay, yun yung tinatawag nating Oedipus complex. Kagaya nga, di ba, habang lumalaki tayo, may mga tinatawag tayong mama's boy. So, tawag doon is Oedipus complex. While that of a girl, yung babaeng bata naman na-attach or sobrang attachment or attracted siya sa kanyang tatay, attached siya sa kanyang tatay, ang tawag doon is Electra complex. Okay? Next stage is yung tinatawag nating latency. Ito ay mula edad 10 to 12 years old. Nandiyan na yung sexual motivations na tinatawag natin na presumably recede in importance. Mahalaga sa isang bata. Becomes preoccupied with the developing skills and other activities. Then the last stage is itong genital after latency or puberty. Nandiyan na yung deepest feelings of pleasure. Yan. Presumably come from heterosexual relations. Okay. So sa stage na ito, ang mga teenagers, they have overcome latency. Nandiyan na yung mayroon na silang they were associated na with one gender to other, or with the opposite sex. Now they seek out pleasure sa pamamagitan ng sexual contact with others. So those are the 5 Freudian psychosexual stages of development. Next to Sigmund Freud, we also have Erik Erikson, the psychosocial stages of development. Iba naman ito, it talks about psychosocial naman. Kay Sigmund Freud is psychosexual. So the number 1, as we can see the table, yung stages, infant, 18 months, 3 years, down to the 65 and older. So the psychosocial crisis or TAS, we also have we have here yung trust versus mistrust, autonomy versus shame or doubt, hanggang sa integrity versus despair. We of course in these stages meron tayong mga virtue develop, start with hope hanggang sa wisdom. Ayan. So in the next slide, makikita natin. So ito class yung ating mga stages, yung conflict, yung age, yung desired outcome. Sa stage 1, yung trust versus mistrust from ages to 12 to 18 months. Birth to 12 to 18 months. Yung desired outcome niyan is ang isang bata mayroon ng sense of trust and security, especially doon sa kanyang nanay na nangangalaga sa kanya. Yung desired outcome. Sense of trust and security. The number 2, we also have autonomy versus shame and doubt from 18 months to 3 years old. Nandiyan na yung feelings of independence, lead to belief in yourself and your abilities. Diyan na nag-uumpisa yung sa bata yung feeling of independence na natututo na siya to lead in himself or herself and sa kanyang mga abilities. The third stage is the initiative versus guilt. So, 3 to 5 years, diyan na na-establish or nandiyan na yung desired outcome in that ages. We have self-confidence, yan, the ability to take the initiative and make decisions. Diyan sa stage na yan, nade-develop na yung initiative and decision-making skills ng isang bata. Then the fourth stage is we have industry versus inferiority, which is ages 5 to 13 years old. Diyan yung feelings of pride and accomplishment. So in that ages kasi nasa we learn na in different schools, no, na pinapasukan. Okay? Nandiyan na yung feelings of pride and accomplishment ng isang bata. So diyan na yung nag-uumpisa talaga yung learnings nila. From outside ng kanilang tahanan, which is nasa school na sila. Okay, so next is the identity versus confusion. Nandiyan na yung 13 to 21 years old, nandiyan na yung a strong sense of identity, a clear picture of your future. Diyan nag-start yung bata na mangarap, visualize yung kanyang mga ideal self. Ayan. Then 6, we have intimacy versus isolation. Sa intimacy versus isolation, 21 to 39 years old. Nandiyan na yung pumapasok na tayo sa mga commitment, long-term relationship, kumbaga, na ang goal nito is for forever. Safe relationships filled with commitment and love. So, generativity versus stagnation, stage 7, 40 to 65 years old. Nandiyan na yung design natin to provide for our family, community, and to succeed, maging successful sa ating mga piniling mga trabaho or mga piniling business, like for example, yung 40 to 65 years old. Okay, yung last is the integrity versus despair over 65 years old. Diyan na yung pride in what you've achieved. Diyan na yung feeling of self. Diyan na yung feeling of satisfaction, contentment sa edad na yan. In pride in what you've achieved leads to feelings of satisfaction. We also have Carl Rogers self-theory. So, meron siyang real self dito. It is who an individual actually is. Ito yung kung sino ka talaga. It is how one thinks, feels, looks, and acts. Yan ang real self. It is the self that one continuously needs to accept. Kailangan mong tanggapin, ingatan, at i-develop pa. Then the real self is one's self-image. That is according to Carl Rogers self-theory. Then, sa kanya namang ideal self, sabi niya dito, it is the perception of what a person would like to be or thinks he or she would be. Kung ano yung gusto mong maging. Ayan, kaya nga nung bata tayo, madalas tayong tinatanong, anak, ano bang gusto mong maging? Ayan, so that is what we call ideal self. And it is an idealized image that has developed over time. So, it takes time, nade-develop yung idealized image na yan. It takes over, it is being developed over time based on the influence of the environment. It might be our family, yung school, yan, and yung mga taong nakasalamuhan natin. Okay, so malaki yung factor sa atin yan, ng ating environment, yung kanilang influence at ng mga tao, yung influence sa atin ng tao, upang ma-pursue yung ating ideal self. The self is product of expectations and pressures from other people and arises from the need to be loved and accepted by others. It is dynamic and forever changing. Or ito daw yung produkto ng ang ideal self, ito daw yung produkto ng expectation and pressure sa atin ng ibang tao. And which is true din naman, kapag gusto nating ma-achieve yung ideal self natin, minsan dahil ito yung gusto ng family natin, for example, dahil ito yung acceptable sa society. Ito yung pressure sa atin. Ayan, ng mga taong, for example, yung ating pamilya, sa community. Yan. So that is ideal self. So mayroon tayong example dito sa real self and ideal self. For instance, someone who is not a good singer. Ayan, yan yung real self. Hindi siya magaling kumanta, kagaling kumanta. Then nag-desire siya ngayon na gusto niya maging gumaling sa pagkanta. Yun yung ideal self. Yung real self, hindi siya magaling kumanta. Yung ideal self niya, gusto niyang gumaling kumanta. Then the discrepancy between the real self and the ideal self. May discrepancy between the real self and ideal self kasi. So, sabi niya, the greater frustration and distress one will experience. So, nakakaramdam tayo minsan ng frustration sa buhay. Lalo na kapag hindi natin na-achieve yung gusto natin for ourselves. Diba? Hindi natin na-achieve yung ideal self natin. So, minsan nagkakaroon talaga tayo ng feeling of frustration. And worse is feeling natin tayo isang failure. No? Then, hence, sabi dito, one should strive to reduce the discrepancy. So, kailangan bawasan yung discrepancy na yun. By either addressing the issue na hindi naman talaga magaling kumanta. No? Yun yung issue na example natin dito. We should address the issue. Or, tanggapin na hindi talaga siya magaling kumanta. Ayan. That is on how to address the issue. No? Bigyan ng solution. Or accept the fact na the issue, it cannot be resolved. Okay? Tanggapin na lang. No? Na hindi ka para dyan sa bagay na yan. You should accept that. Okay? So again, furthermore, mayroon tayong self-concept according to Carl Rogers, 1959. Ang term na self-concept is a general term used to refer to how someone thinks about, kung ano yung iniisip mo sa yung self. Okay? Or evaluate or perceives themselves. On how you evaluate yourself, or on how you think about yourself, on how you perceive yourself. That is what we call self-concept. Kung paano mo tignan, i-evaluate yung self mo. To be aware of oneself. Maging aware tayo sa ating self is to have a concept of yourself. So Carl Rogers believes that the self-concept has three different components. Number one is yung self-worth, sabi nga, or self-esteem. Yeah? You have to give value sa yung self. Pahalagan mo yung self mo. Magkaroon ka ng self-confidence or self-esteem. Number two, self-image. Then the last one is ideal self. That is the self-concept for Carl Rogers. So class, thank you so much for listening to our discussion. Thank you so much and God bless. Let's call it a day.